繼續中間啊！
望一望中間咧就唔該晒。
都係中間，有啲中間。
呢邊望一下，
繼續嚟中間呢度啊！嗰個好住先。係啦，唔該，好正常啊。
左手邊，唔該，我望左手邊先 OK 啊，跟住之後就。
我望一望啊。
係繼續左手邊呢度啊，上面呢度。
呢度啊，唔該。
好呢度啊，唔該。
好，望一望呢度。誒，望一望呢度，唔該。係咪可以啦？
可以啦。
好，唔該晒。係。
Welcome to the press briefing today. Today we have Assistant Commissioner for Transport Management and Paratransit, Mr. Hansen Yun, and Principal Transport Officer, Mr. Albert Ho, Senior Engineer Smart Mobility, Mr. George Fong. We also have the service provider, HKeToll Limited, Mr. Stanley Chan, General Manager of HKeToll Limited, and Mr. Carol Au, Chief Information Officer of HKeToll Limited. First, we will look at a promotional video, which is about 30 seconds long, and then we will start our presentation, and then we will take questions. Thank you. Let's try something new. Get ready. Let's go. The government is rolling out Hong Kong e-toll. With this vehicle tag, we don't have to stop and queue when we pay our toll. The toll amount will be deducted automatically. Car owners who have applied for it will receive their vehicle tag very soon, and government toll tunnel will implement the Hong Kong e-toll soon. Members of the press, good afternoon. Hong Kong e-toll, that is the free-flowing tolling service, is one of the major initiatives in Hong Kong smart mobility blueprint. This is one of the measures that can allow motorists to pay their tunnel toll using their vehicle tag. We can replace toll booths and auto tolling facilities. This can bring convenience for motorists and a smoother driving experience. They do not have to stop to pay, so their driving experience will be much smoother. For the Hong Kong e-toll, the field equipment will read the toll tag or capture the image of the vehicle license. The data will then be transferred to the e-toll system, and the system will deduct the tunnel toll from the preset toll payment account. Users will then receive a payment notification. They can also check their payment record in the mobile application. There are 4 major advantages. First one, there is no stopping or queuing up for paying tolls when crossing tunnel. Second, multiple payment methods are supported. This will bring convenience to motorists. Third, motorists do not have to change lane when crossing tunnels. This can enhance road safety. There is no monthly fee, and the Transport Department will provide the first vehicle tag for every licensed vehicle free of charge. After the implementation of e-toll, the toll booths will be removed, and the space there will be used to enhance road facilities and improve the operation of the tunnels. Then I will invite Mr. Ho to tell us about the operation of e-toll. It is very easy to apply for e-toll. You only need 3 steps to enjoy services of the Hong Kong e-toll. If you have already applied for e-toll, that means when you are renewing your license, you have ticked the box involved. There are about 260,000 owners who have already made applications. They do not have to make another application. We are going to send out the tag by mail. If you have not ticked that box, you can go to our website or the mobile application to apply for this service. Starting from today, the vehicle tags will be sent to owners by mail. Upon receipt, please check the registration mark and install the vehicle tag according to the instruction. Then, through the e-toll website or our application, you can open an account and designate the payment method. Now, I would like to tell you more about vehicle tags. For vehicle tag, it matches with the vehicle ID and the vehicle class. This is a sample here. For each vehicle, you only need 1 vehicle tag. You can designate a credit card or bank account as payment method. This is the easiest and most convenient way to pay tunnel tolls, so you don't have to worry about any tolls unpaid. Of course, you can choose to open a store value facility and top up when necessary, but you have to be aware of the remaining value and top up as necessary. The first vehicle tag is free of charge, and they will be mailed to the registered owner's registered address. There are many car owners who are using auto-toll as well. E-toll and auto-toll are 2 separate systems. So vehicles can have the vehicle tag and the auto-toll tag at the same time to pay tunnel tolls in different tunnels. For each individual tunnel, only e-toll or auto-toll will be used, so there will be no repeated payment.
Apart from the vehicle tag, there's an alternative. That is, people can put on a class tag. This goes by the vehicle type. There are 9 types. I'm holding a class tag for private cars. This is gray. It reads the class type, and there is a letter there designating the type. For class tags, they cannot be linked to particular vehicles. You cannot have a preset payment method. If you use a class tag, you have to check the class tag and make sure there is enough balance. And you can have to top up the balance with cash at 7-Eleven convenience stores. If you don't have enough balance, there will be surcharges. To buy a class tag, you can go to a customer service center or a service outlet. Depending on the class of the card, can be $100 to $200 in class, and there are $38 for another fee. You will get a class tag account card. If you no longer need that card, bring that card to the customer service center for a refund. We encourage people to use the class tag, link it to your account, set up auto pay, and take full advantage of the Hong Kong e-toll system. In terms of implementation, Hong Kong e-toll is coming to the finalizing stage. In February at Changsha Control Area, the TD will put in place the Hong Kong e-toll. The specific launch date will be announced later. For other governmental tunnels, the Hong Kong e-toll system will be put in place progressively. In March, we will have the system in place at the Shenzhen tunnels and Lion Rock Tunnel. Our target is to have the system in place at all government tunnels within this year. For other government tunnels, they will have the existing tolling system in place. Now, for those who did not sign up for the vehicle tag previously, they can go to the website or use the mobile app. The vehicle tag will be mailed to these registered owners. You sign up online, and then it will take roughly 5 business days before you receive your vehicle tag. If you have inquiries, you can call a customer hotline 3856 7333. It works from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Each day, we will have 4 customer service centers. There will be 4 service outlets starting from tomorrow, that is January the 7th. They will be opened for service. There will also be a transport sector pilot scheme. We will invite this trade to have a trial run starting from next Monday, that is January 9th. We will have a 2-week trial. We will be gathering feedback on the user interface and how it works, and then we will further optimize the system to make sure the system suits the need of the trade and motorists. Mr. Stanley Chen from our tunnel operator will give a demonstration of the system. Friends of the media, I will show you how you can apply for a vehicle tag. There's a website for the Hong Kong e-toll system, and we also have a mobile app. People can apply for the kind of vehicle tag they need. It takes just some simple steps. You can do it electronically. The application can also be done by post. Doing it in person at the customer service center is also possible. And when you apply for the vehicle tag, you have to get some information ready. Now, you need the vehicle registration document, or so-called the book. You also need to bring along information showing your name and the e-contact means. You also need a phone number that can receive SMS or an email address. Now, if you're signing up for it on behalf of someone else, you will need to bring along an authorization letter. You need the vehicle registration mark, fill out the information about the vehicles. There will be verification based on the e-contact means. There will be verification, and then the registration is completed. The method I just mentioned applies to those who did not submit an advance application for vehicle tax. But if you have already done it after November 2021, that is, you signed up for vehicle tax, then you no longer have to do it manually now. Now, on the website, if you want to apply for a vehicle tag, here are the steps you follow. First, go to the website. Now click on the button that says application for vehicle tag. You have to fill out information about the vehicle. Enter the information about the car for which you need the vehicle tag. That is, you need the vehicle license plate number. And then the information about the registered vehicle owner. The name of the vehicle owner. And the e-contact means. On this page, you only need to fill out the last 4 numbers of your mobile phone number. After verification process, there will be a one-time password that will be sent to the registered vehicle owner. Once you receive this OTP or one-time password, you enter the password, and then you're almost done with the registration. The next step is to upload your vehicle registration document. You can take a picture with your mobile phone and then upload the information. And then the application is completed. We will then give you a reference number. You will find it on the page. Please note the reference number, or you can do a screenshot of the reference number so that you can go to the website and find out the status of your application on the website. After the application is approved, the vehicle tag will be mailed to the vehicle owner. After you receive the vehicle tag, you will receive it in a pack. In the pack, you will find information of the vehicle tag. First, double check to make sure the license plate number is that of your vehicle, and then follow the quick start guide in the pack. Put the tag on your vehicle, and then follow the guide. Go to our website, create an HKeToll account. For most vehicles, there will be an interior version of the tag. It will be put on the inside of the windscreen. For some vehicles, they need an exterior version of the tag. This means motorcycles and a small number of cars. For these cars, they have a metallic coating on the windscreen. In those cases, the guide will tell you where you should put your tag. Once you have the vehicle tag on the vehicle, please don't rip it off. Once you rip it off, it becomes invalid. Now here's a video demonstrating how you put on the vehicle tag. This is the interior version of the vehicle tag. This applies to taxis, public minibuses, etc. Now, the interior version is applicable to the windscreen without or partly shielded by UV-proof or metallic coating. Instead, install the vehicle tag, verify the vehicle verification mark, and then check whether the VRM matches that of your vehicle. Confirm the installation position is the second step. Please affix a tag to the inner surface of the front windscreen at the top left, which is the screen behind the rear view mirror. It can be slightly left on the left side or on the right side. Usually this area will be in darker color or with some dots. Make sure that the affixed position of the tag will not obstruct the driver's line of sight. Step 3, install the tag. Before installation, please clean and dry the area thoroughly, and make sure it's free of dust that would affect adhesiveness. Make sure the tag is at least 10 centimeters away from any metal parts. Electronic devices such as car roof, camcorder, antenna, and other payment devices, you can measure with a ruler in the vehicle tag package. Peel off the tag carefully and avoid touching the adhesive tape. Affix the tag horizontally to the inner surface of the windscreen with its adhesive side and use a finger to gently smooth it out. Make sure no air bubbles are there. No need to remove the other tags such as the auto toll tag, provided that they are at least 10 centimeters apart to avoid interference. Once the tag is affixed, do not attempt to remove it or reposition it. Also, do not wash the area within 72 hours to avoid damage to the tag. Step 4, account and payment method setup. If you have yet to sign up for an account, please sign up via the HKeToll website or mobile app. Select Add Vehicle in your account to link your vehicle tag, and then choose a payment method. After that, you can pay tolls remotely at tunnels that have Hong Kong e-toll. For more information, please visit the Hong Kong e-toll website, HKeToll.gov.hk.
So we have just watched the video on the installation guide. The next step is to register for a HKeToll account and to add your vehicle to the account. What you need to do is to enter the vehicle registration mark. By doing this, you are linking the tag with your vehicle. Next, to register for a HKeToll account, generally, you can simply select the general car owner account. After that, you need to have a login ID, which consists of 10 to 30 digits, including alphabets and numbers. You can choose it yourself. Then you have to set up a password, which consists of 8 to 30 alphabets, including numbers, symbols, and small and capital letters. Then you have to re-enter your password to ensure that it is correct. After that, you can set up a phone hotline password. When you call our hotline and make inquiries about your account, then we will verify your identity using this password. So please remember your password. After these steps, you need to register means of contact, electronic means of contact. They can be email address or mobile phone numbers. This is to verify your identity. Next, to set up payment method. In the HKeToll account, the most convenient way is to utilize the auto transfer function so the payments will not be missed. You can do so by go to the HKeToll account, payment, automatic payment arrangements. There are 3 types of payments: credit card, store value facility, or bank account. Let's say if you have chosen credit cards, there are different types of credit cards. Afterwards, you can enter your credit card information. Upon verification, then the setup is complete. If you want to find out more about the status of your application, you can go to our website or to our mobile app, click Application Status. You can enter the reference number. Then you can check the application status, whether or not it is still being processed or if the tag has been sent by post. I also would like to tell you more about the customer services that we will provide. We have a customer service hotline 3853-7333 from Monday to Sunday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. After the implementation of HKeToll in the first tunnel, then the hotline will be operated 24 hours a day. That means that you can call our hotline any time of the day. Our colleagues will provide appropriate assistance. We have 4 customer services centers in Wan Chai, Kowloon Bay, Shek Mun, Sha Tin, and in Kwai Chung, from Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. We also have some service outlets. There were 3 inside Shell petrol stations in Ao Tau Yuen Long, Cheung Kwan O, and Prince Edward. if there are certain abnormalities of the vehicle tags, or if you want to check the status of the vehicle tag, you can make reservation online and select the locations you preferred. Our colleagues will assist you in checking whether or not the vehicle tag is functioning. If not, we can replace it for you. Thank you, Mr. Chen. Now I will make a brief conclusion. Starting from today, the vehicle tags will be sent out by post. So here, I call on the car owners who have registered previously to pay attention to your mail. Upon receipt of the vehicle tags, please install the tag according to the instructions within the package and watch the demonstration video. If you have changed your address, please notify the transport department. There are still about 1 month's time left before the implementation in Changsha control area. So members of the public still have time to apply for the service. But please note that the service provider will need about 5 working days to handle your application and send out your vehicle tag. Please try to make the application online through the website or the application. If you need to utilize services provided at service outlets, please make reservation early. On the HKeToll website, we already have demonstration videos showing how to set up the account, how to install the vehicle tags, etc., so the motorists can learn more about HKeToll services. We recommend watching these videos first and enjoy the benefits that HKeToll brings. We'll take questions now. Commercial radio. So vehicle tags will be distributed today. So for the 260,000 car owners who have registered previously, when will they receive the tags the latest? So the service will start in Changsha control area next month. So will these car owners be able to get the tags and use the services? There are car owners who haven't registered. So how long does it take for them to get their tags and use the service? Before, the government suggested that the tax will be used in Changkano-Lam-Tin Tunnel, but now the tunnel is free. So does it mean that the services has been postponed? Is it because the vehicle tax were not made available in Hong Kong because of the pandemic?
Previously, there was COVID, supply chain disruptions, and other logistics issues. There were delays in the delivery of the chips for the vehicle tags. The transport department and the tunnel operator have followed up on the issue. The supply of the vehicle tags is getting back to normal, and they're being delivered. There is also loss of manpower in the sector that also has an impact. The tunnel operator has recruited extra manpower for developing the backend system and the user interface. For the tunneling system, we have been running tests. Depending on the results, we make adjustments to the system. This is to ensure stable service for motorists. We announced that the system, we were trying to deliver the vehicle tax in late December. There's been some delay, but with the efforts of the operator, we have been able to catch up. So that's roughly within the time frame we anticipated. Now, for motorists who applied to the transport department for the vehicle tax, the tax will be mailed out. So they should receive those tags by next week. If you haven't received that by then, call us at our hotline and we will follow up. And how long does it take for people to receive a tax after application? It will take roughly 5 business days. The journalist at the third row, the gentleman over there. I'm from the Hong Kong Economic Times. 3 questions. For a vehicle without a vehicle tag, and then this car goes through a free-flow tolling tunnel, how can such cases be identified? How can no toll be recovered? Would there be penalties for the driver? If there are external factors and the vehicle tags malfunction, what will be done? The second question has to do with the installation. If the people have the vehicle tag installed too close to the auto toll labels, that may have an impact on the sensors of the Hong Kong e-toll. Are there other devices that should be kept away from the vehicle tag, such as the dashboard cameras? My third question has to do with delivery. There are roughly 800,000 licensed vehicles in our city. Do we already have 800,000 vehicle tags so that everyone can get their tag within 5 business days after applying for it? The first question, for a tunnel with Hong Kong e-toll, there will no longer be the manual toll booths, there will no longer be the auto toll service. If you don't have the Hong Kong e-toll, now there is a 14-day grace period for a motorist to pay the tunnel toll. Failure to pay the tunnel toll within the 14-day period, there will be a surcharge of $175. And then within 21 days of receiving the surcharge notice, the driver will have to pay the surcharge. Failure to pay the toll and the surcharge within 21 days, there will be another notice. The surcharge will be bumped up to $350. And then within 21 business days, all these fees have to be paid. Failure to do that will result in prosecution. The maximum fine may reach $5,000. For the second and third questions, could you just elaborate on how can we detect drivers who fail to pay the tunnel toll? In our system, there's a system to identify and recognize the license plate. For all cars passing through the tunnel, the system will be able to tell. The tunnel operator, Mr. Stanley Chen. There's a video tag for the HKeToll. It should be fixed 10 centimeters or more apart from the auto toll label. Some people have a dashboard camera in their car. And they should keep the video tag at least 10 centimeters away from the dashboard camera so as not to interfere with the signal. Gentleman over there. Do we have enough vehicle tags for everyone? We do have enough tags. We're rolling out the Hong Kong e-toll system progressively. Drivers can apply for the tags, and we do have enough tags for our drivers. Journalist over there.
MP. So the first question I'd like to ask is, what's the difference between the e-toll and the current auto toll system? And does this mean that the Transport Department will phase out the use of auto toll completely by the end of this year? And using the Tsim Sha tunnel as an example, what's the cost of installing this system? And will the cost of using this tunnel increase because there's this new system in place? Thank you.
The total cost of implementing the HKeToll is around 945 million. And the government will not, due to this cost, to increase the tunnel toll.
The difference between auto toll and the first question?
The difference.
I will invite Mr. Ho to answer your question.
Okay, thank you for your question. For the difference between auto toll and HKeToll, actually HKeToll is one of the smart initiative of the smart city blueprint. It is installed on the gantry signs of the existing gantry signs in the tunnel area. Rather than for the auto toll, it is installed at the toll booths. So when there is HKeToll, it allows a flexibility for removing the toll booth facilities so that the traffic lanes can be straightened and motorists can travel more easily, and it can help a more smooth traffic in the tunnel area.
And will auto-toll be gone after this?
Yes. When implementing the HKeToll, we'll gradually implement it one by one. For those tunnels which has already been installed with the equipment of HKeToll, all the auto toll equipment will be removed.
At the center, the journalist over there, I'm from Ming Pao. For the class tags, can we have vending machines selling those class tags? This is an electronic tolling system. Previously, the Transport Department mentioned the electronic road pricing system for Central. How are things coming along for that scheme? The government pledged to look at this proposal for the tunnel tolls for the 3 cross-harbor tunnels before deciding whether to go ahead with the electronic road pricing. So can we have more details on those proposals? So the first question about the points of sale for the class tags. For class tags, there will be 4 customer service centers and 4 service outlets selling those tags. They're in various parts of Hong Kong. That is, these centers and outlets. For service outlets, they're at car parks or petrol stations. These are places accessible to motorists. So drivers will have access and will be able to access these places easily. Depending on public need, we can have more vending machines at different locations for people to buy the class tags.
How about the other question regarding the electronic road pricing pilot scheme in Central? Is it about the time-varying tolls? On time-varying tolls, our goal is to adopt a 2-step strategies after considering comments received during consultation. During the consultation, we have heard from different stakeholders regarding the degree of adjustments of tunnel tolls. We have received varying comments. And if we drastically adjust tunnel tolls, overall there will be a rather significant impact to the public. And for now, we don't have a stabilized data regarding cross-harbor traffic, although the pandemic is stabilizing. But currently, there are still varying factors, and we need more time to observe the traffic pattern so that we can implement our policies more accurately. If we adopt a time-varying tolls, this will be based on the implementation of Hong Kong e-toll. We believe that we should allow time for the public to become more familiar with the system. Well, actually, for the electronic road pricing scheme in Central has been under discussion for many years. Well, we have nothing to add for now in this regard. Any more questions?
45 million. The amount the government paid to AutoToll is 871 million, according to the government website. So what's the discrepancy there? And it also seems like a rather large amount. Is that because of the cost of the chips? And did you consider using ANPR instead of using chips, which would then be able to be, rolled out across the whole city without drivers actually getting chips? Was there a more cost-effective way to get this done? And then the second question is about, actually to follow up on Ming Pao's question there about the congestion charging. Is the HKeToll platform suitable to then be rolled out onto streets in central area, for example, which is somewhere that people have been talking about for a long time, to charge cars to go into a specific area? Is that something, what's your latest thinking on that? Thank you.
Well, as regards the congestion charging in the Central District, I think we do not have the progress at this moment of time. As a matter of fact, the congestion situation in Central District has been improving. Regarding the cost of implementing the HKeToll, for the 945 million, the breakdown is mainly for procurement and installation of the field equipment and facilities, the development of the back-end systems, and the civil works relating to the demolition of the toll booth and the procurement of the toll tax.
But the discrepancy between the 871 million of the tender contract amount and the 945?
Okay, I would invite Mr. Ho to answer your question.
I think there's a different amount. What is Assistant Commissioner talking about is the capital cost of the installations, and the breakdown. Assistant Commissioner has already mentioned about that. And your question is the amount is our contract with our toll service provider. The toll service provider lasts for 6 years. Okay, it includes the development of the toll collection system and also the operating cost by the toll service provider, providing the services, providing the toll tax and inspection of the toll tax and the collection of toll revenue. I hope this can answer your question.
OK， 唔該，仲有冇？俾後邊問下先，有冇？係。
Two questions about THK. So first question, a follow-up on the replacement of the auto toll. Is there a timetable for the time being? The second question is, if the current system can already identify the car, why do we need the chips?
Well, for the first questions, the timetable for implementing the HKeToll is that for the 3 tunnels serving Southern District, namely the Chingsha Control Area, Singmun Tunnels, and Nan Rock Tunnel, we will implement the HKeToll in the first quarter. For the remaining government toll tunnels, we will implement the HKeToll within 2023. So, excuse me, what is your second question?
So, because there's a punishment system here, right? And then the current system can already identify the car owner by, I think, identifying the registration number. So why do we need the chips to?
Well, the merits of the HKeToll or its toll tag is that we could link to the accounts and the motorist could automatically pay the toll. So it's quite different from the one you mentioned.
Commercial radio. Can you tell us more about the cost of the overall e-toll system and the breakdown of it? And in the future, will the tunnel toll be increased? Like I said, we will not increase tunnel toll because of the cost of the Hong Kong e-toll. As for non-operational costs, the 945 million, including the installation of the field facilities, the development of the back-end system, and remodification of the Chingsha control areas tolling booths, and the purchase of the vehicle tax. Any other question?
The question, why are we using chips? If you go to London, the whole congestion charge area in London is done by ANPR, by the number plate recognition, and things like that. And many other cities, I've driven in the US a lot, which has number plate recognition for tolls as well. So why, I think the question was just asked, why are we using chips, which are quite expensive, when we can just use number plate recognition?
Okay, I will invite Mr. Ho to answer your question.
Okay, thank you for your question. Actually, the ANPR, the recognition of the vehicle license plate, is a very accurate system. But in Hong Kong, sometimes traffic is very congested, and one car followed by another car, is it not easy to identify the vehicle license plate. So it is more reliable to use toll tags, vehicle tags, so that we can detect the vehicle identity through the RFID technology. This is the merit of using toll tag, and it is necessary for Hong Kong's special environment.
OK，咁就冇其他問題，我哋就。
If there are no other questions, that's the end of our media briefing. Thank you.